Goeiemiddag dames en heren, die allemaal my duidelik hoor. Oorslaan na Engels, if you forgive my English. I lived in the Southern Cape since 2005 and moved up to Brits area in 2009. So basically that comes down to me not having spoken English since 2004. That was basically the last time I also wear long trousers, by the way. I own a company based in Brits called ZA Solar. We've been in the solar industry since about 2015. That's when our first system was installed, and we've installed roughly about between 70 and 80 systems in various provinces, mostly Northwest, but also in Limpopo, Gauteng, Mpumalanga, a little bit of Northern Cape. And what I want to share with you today, a couple of trends that we pick up from our side, from the industry side, and also what's available on the market right now. I'm going to explain to you where we sit as a company. More or less, we cater for a niche market. But the first trend, if I can latch on to what the previous speaker said, the cost is coming down drastically. In 2011, I was working with Eskom on some energy saving projects on the LED light side. And that's when I first started to get inquiries from the market for solar. And when I did the costing at that stage, a grid-tied system was sitting at 80 Rand a watt. That's enormous money. Eskom had a pilot project that they launched in 2012, where they had a couple of million available, where they were prepared to sponsor or give a rebate of 50% on that 80 Rand. So the end user ended up paying 40 Rand a watt for an installed system. Very expensive. Fast forward to 2015, when my paths crossed with Mr. Jan Estreisen, who's here, we did a joint venture on our first installation, and we came in to the market at 22 Rand a watt. Now that's 4 years after 2011, and we sat at 22 Rand, right from 80. The last 4 to 5 years, that price has gone down and has been more or less stable since 2019-ish, 2018, 19 maybe, sitting at grid-tied system, roughly at about 10 Rand a watt, and that's probably where it will stay. It might fluctuate a little bit with the Rand, but that's basically where it will stay. So we, as a company, decided we're going to focus on grid-tied systems, on a specific size of system, in a specific sector. So we targeted the agricultural market. Small industrial as well, but we were doing projects ranging from about 30 kilowatts to about 500 kilowatts. Now since then, the 30 kilowatts, they've almost evaporated from the system. They basically started about 50 now. We're still in that market. 50 kilowatt to 500 kilowatt in the agricultural market mostly. But now the difference is we've moved a little bit away from grid tied. Now that's something that happened over the last 3 years, 4 years. Hybrid is now the big thing. And that's a trend that's going to continue exponentially. It's going to take up, well, it's already huge, but it's going to get really huge. In 2015, you could get a lithium battery more or less at 150,000 Rand for a 10 kilowatt hour. That prices have almost, well, we're sitting about 40% of those prices, what was back in 2015 that was available. And the trend is clear. As the same as panels were going down, batteries going down and getting more mature, as well as the hybrid inverters. So currently at the moment, the biggest system or the biggest seller that we have now is more or less a 50 kilowatt inverter, hybrid, paired with either a 100 kilowatt hour battery or a 200 kilowatt hour battery, or multiple numbers of those kind of those specific models. And that's perfect for a farmer that comes to you and says, listen, meneer, this 37 kilowatt or my 45 kilowatt pump motor, do you have something I can drive that? And I can say to him, yes, meneer, I can help you. So that's basically what we are doing now and putting into the market. And that is going to help a lot to make sure that your saaiboere that use irrigation 24 hours in the Crocodile River Valley, Loskop, everywhere where they have to, where the hot, warm places are, where they have to irrigate around the clock, this is going to help them for that. And it is not that expensive anymore. If you look at a system like that, payback used to be 12, 15 years with battery, it's now down to 5 to 6 years. So that figures has started to make sense. So if you are interested in that, there's a lot of information out there. You can have a glass of wine with me afterwards and I can show you some photographs. I don't have photographs here, unfortunately, because we're only commissioning those huge batteries now. The second one was commissioned yesterday and today, so I don't have material yet to show you, but I've got it on my phone. And I'd like to talk to you. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and hope all the best with less load shedding.